In this podcast, Chris Williamson and Danny Polishchuk discuss a variety of topics, including the SantaCon event, Instagram account suspension, Britney Spears, Taylor Swift, climate grief, toxic compassion, and the use of hand sanitizer. Polishchuk talks about the SantaCon event in New York City, where people dress up as Santa Claus and get drunk in the afternoon. He also shares his experience of having his Instagram account suspended multiple times, possibly due to his controversial content related to the Israel-Palestine conflict and OnlyFans. The conversation shifts to the topic of Britney Spears and her conservatorship, with the guest expressing concern about her mental state. They also discuss Taylor Swift's popularity and the extreme measures fans take to attend her concerts, including paying exorbitant prices for tickets. Polishchuk mentions an article about a man who underwent a vasectomy due to climate grief, expressing his disbelief at the extreme measures some people take to address environmental concerns. Williamson introduces the concept of toxic compassion, which prioritizes short-term emotional comfort over long-term thriving, leading to negative outcomes. The guest expresses confusion about couples where one person wears a mask while the other does not, questioning the logic behind this inconsistency and the potential for transmission of illness between partners. The conversation then shifts to the topic of drug issues, particularly the use of fentanyl and other potent drugs. They discuss the challenges of addressing drug problems, especially in the context of global population growth and immigration. The guest shares insights into the drug issues in different countries, including the impact of drug policies on population growth. The conversation then delves into the demographic challenges faced by different countries, including declining birth rates and the impact of immigration on population growth. They discuss the implications of declining birth rates and the need for more people to sustain economic growth. The guest shares examples of countries with declining birth rates and the potential long-term consequences of these trends. The conversation then turns to the impact of pornography on young people, particularly in the context of transgender representation. The guest discusses the normalization of certain types of pornography and its potential impact on young people's understanding of sexuality and gender identity. They also touch on the cultural differences in the types of pornography consumed in different countries, highlighting the prevalence of breastfeeding porn in India. Polishchuk talks about the prevalence of anti-Semitism in the comedy world and how it often resurfaces like a cultural herpes. He shares his experience of dealing with anti-Semitic comments and jokes and how he uses humor to address and cope with the issue. They also discuss the impact of controversial statements made by comedians and the potential fallout from such incidents. The conversation shifts to a discussion about President Biden and the rumors surrounding his health and behavior. They talk about the speculation regarding Biden's physical and mental state, as well as the role of media personalities like Alex Jones in spreading such rumors. They also touch upon the potential impact of these rumors on public perception and political discourse. Polishchuk also shares a detailed explanation of how the nuclear football, a device used by the President of the United States to authorize a nuclear attack, operates. Polishchuk reflects on the fallout experienced by comedian Matt Rife due to controversial jokes and comments. They discuss the potential impact of such incidents on a comedian's career and the importance of maintaining authenticity and integrity in the comedy world. They also explore the concept of digital leprosy and the challenges faced by comedians in managing their public image. The conversation delves into the future of comedy and the challenges faced by the industry. They discuss the impact of social and cultural shifts on comedy, the rise of diverse voices in the industry, and the need for authenticity and originality in comedic content. They also touch upon the changing landscape of comedy shows and the role of platforms like Comedy Central in promoting diverse talent. Polishchuk shares his perspective on the representation and diversity in comedy, highlighting the complexities and challenges associated with achieving a balanced and inclusive industry. They discuss the impact of diversity initiatives on the comedy landscape and the potential implications for both established and emerging comedians. They also explore the concept of trajectory over position and its relevance in the comedy industry.